Welcome everyone, I'm Dr. Celia Swan and this is baby Rafaela. Please make sure that you've had approval from your healthcare provider before doing this video, which will involve some gentle exercise. And I'm going to give you some ideas about what you can do to incorporate baby, but this video is really all about you and your postnatal rehabilitation. So start in any comfortable cross-legged position, and baby can be sat on your lap or they can be playing on their own. That would be the day. We're going to take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower ribs in, bring the palms onto baby or onto your knees. Close down the eyes and then bring your awareness to your breath. Taking a long inhale through the nose, feeling the cool air coming into the nostrils. And as you exhale through the nose, relax the jaw, relax the forehead. Feel a softening through the face and softening through the shoulders. And if you want to do this with the eyes open, if like me you've had a hard night and closing eyes means you might fall asleep, then please open the eyes. We're going to start with a very simple breathing exercise to calm the nervous system. I like to do this with a palm on baby, to spread the love, a palm on my chest. And start by exhaling all the air out. Inhaling for 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling. Exhaling. You can count in your own mind, or simply be conscious that your exhale is longer than the inhale. And this calms our nervous system. Feeling your body start to wake up. And the breath just soothing. And then relaxing the palm or palms down, slowly open your eyes and come into a kneeling position. We're going to use that same breath pattern, this time getting moving. So we're going to inhale, slowly bring the arms up, bring the hips up away from the heels, turning to the left, using the abdominal muscles, keeping the lower ribs in, and then slowly exhaling. Right hand comes forward, left hand comes back. And then inhaling, being mindful not to stretch, to flare the ribs. We turn at the top of the inhale and then a longer exhale, slow and controlled lowering down. I find this a really great way to reset my perspective of speed. You know, we're so busy in life looking after baby, and then if we slow down our movements, it really helps us to stay calm during frantic times. So let's do one more each side. Long exhale. Last one here. And then as we inhale, we're going to reach up here. And then we just start taking gentle reaches up with the left hand and then with the right. And just being conscious how it feels in abdominals. So if you've got any separation or if it's feeling uncomfortable after labour, be even more mindful about keeping the lower ribs down, building some integrity here through the abdominal muscles. Okay, lovely. Oh, it feels nice to have a stretch. So now we're going to come onto all fours. And if baby is sitting up, they can be here in between your hands, having a snack, or they can be lying in between the shoulders. So taking an inhale, stretch the centre of the chest up, reach the tailbone back. As you exhale, relax the neck, round the upper shoulder blades to the sky. Inhale, we're lengthening. So there's no back bend here. Postnatally, we want to keep the back nice and neutral. Exhaling, lower belly comes in. Turning on the core, neck relaxes. Inhale, looking forward, chest lengthens. Reaching the spine back. Exhaling, lower belly into spine. And now hold this here, spreading the palms, feeling the fingertips pushing into the mat. And then just letting the head relax, maybe a little shake from side to side. Feeling how wonderful it is to stretch the upper vertebrae of the spine, lengthening your neck down. And taking a big inhale, sending the breath through the heart and lungs. Exhale, tuck the toes, and then bring the seat back down to your heels. Stretch the arms out. And if you've got stiff wrists like me from all that pram pushing, then you can bring the palms up on the fingertips, wrists up, and just help stretch the back of the wrist. Bring the forearms down, and I call this one kissing baby. Let me see if she'll do it. Raffaella, do you want to lie down? So you can place the baby on the mat, palms either side of baby's hips, and from the child's pose we're going to take an inhale. She doesn't want to play ball, that's fine. Come forward, kissing baby, coming into a cobra. As we inhale, the shoulders are back, elbows in, and then exhaling, we're going to push back, either with the toes tucked or the feet flat on the floor. Inhaling, coming through, cobra, and then exhaling, pushing through, lower belly comes in, seat to the heels. Inhaling again, squeeze the elbows together, cobra. Exhaling, child's pose. Now, spread the fingers super wide so you can feel every part of the mat on the palms. And then push through the feet too. So there's so many nerve endings in the hands and the feet. You know, we want to get out the head and into feeling mode if we're feeling anxious or busy in the head. So spread the fingers, spread the toes wide. And then come back to your healing, soothing breath that we learned at the beginning of the class. So we inhale through the nose and then exhaling through the nose. And coming back onto all fours. We're gonna let the head relax again. Taking an inhale, round the upper back to the sky. Exhale, bring the lower belly into spine, and then we're gonna hover the knees off the floor. Now if this feels too strong, please put the knees back down. Other option is to lift the hips up, coming into your version of downward dog. So your knees can be bent as you need. The feet can be a little bit wider, a little bit closer, whatever feels good in your hips. And then we're going to take a big inhale here, softening through the shoulders by lifting the hips up towards the sky. Exhaling, just relaxing the neck. And then any other movements you want to do in your downward dog, maybe pedaling the feet out, shaking the head, just whatever feels good for you. I'm going to walk the feet towards the hands. Again, remembering the first rule, the first important thing in yoga is ahimsa, no harming to self. So if this doesn't feel good, you've got to adapt the pose. Please adapt the pose to whatever feels good for you. And then from our forward fold, we're going to turn the feet out slightly. We're going to come down to a squat position, reaching the arms up, and then on an exhale, slowly lower down. So we're now going to lie on our backs for some specialist postnatal exercises inspired by the Poppy perinatal approach. Now, for baby, they like to see where you are, right? So either turn them so they can see you, or if they're old enough to sit, they can come sitting on top of you, but only if this feels okay in the pelvis and in your back. So we're going to start by feet flat on the floor, knees bent, and tuning into how the lower belly feels. There's no place feels different or changes so rapidly during pregnancy and then in the postnatal period. So sending your breath towards the belly so you can tune into how it feels. And do this exercise with me. I'm going to take an inhale, push the lower back down. Exhale, bring the lower belly to the spine, and then imagine the abdominal muscles coming towards each other. Inhale, release. Exhale, belly button towards the spine, lower abdominals down. So it's like in a period drama, like the one with the Cornish miners, they're always being put in a corset, right? And the exhale is like the squeezing around of the abdominal muscles. This is called transverse abdominis. It's like your corset being pulled up. The lower belly comes in, the abdominals squeeze together as you exhale. So let's do one more together, and then we'll add on to it if that feels okay. So we're going to take an inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lower belly into spine, abdominal muscles towards each other. Oh, Raphaela's waving hello. And then from there, we're going to add on heel slides. Taking an inhale, push lower back down. Exhale, straighten the left leg out, slowly, slowly, keep in contact with the mat and your heel. Lower belly down. At the end of the exhale, inhaling, slowly, slowly bringing the knee back to center. Exhaling, right heel slides along the floor. Remember, the corset muscle pulls in towards the center. Inhaling, bringing the right heel back towards the hips. Exhaling, left leg. Inhaling, back towards the hips. And keep going in your own breath. And you know, there's no rush at all. The slower we go, the more strengthening it is, and the calmer for the mind. My teacher Anna Forrest says that the slower we move, the more we feel. So much of motherhood is rushing around, thinking, being in our heads. You know, get out of the head, get into how you really feel by going slowly, by calming. And one more here. And then coming back to center. And then if you need to rearrange baby or give them a bit of love, this is a good little pause to do so. And this time we're gonna pick the feet up off the floor. Now if this doesn't feel good, please do this exercise with the feet back on the floor. I'm gonna take an inhale, push the lower back down, stabilizing pelvis. Exhaling, lower belly down, striking the mat with the left heel, lower belly down. Inhaling, bringing the leg back up. Exhaling, left leg lowers, left leg is bent, lower belly down. Inhaling, bringing left leg back up. Exhale, lower the right leg is bent, lower belly comes down at the end of the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Last one with me. Exhaling, left leg lowers, lower belly down. Inhaling, back to center. Now, how slowly can you do 2 more in your own time? Beautiful. Nice, and bringing the feet back down. And we're gonna make sure the feet are hip distance apart, spreading the feet wide. And then taking an inhale, spread the back ribs on the mat. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, and I want you to explore what it feels like to lift the hips up off the floor. So maybe today you want to do a bridge with the hips up, or maybe tilting the pelvis is enough. I know after my C-section it took me at least 4 or 5 months to want to do a bridge. So we're just exploring, finding what works for you. My baby thinks I'm a trampoline. That's okay. That feels just fine. And then curling the tailbone under to lengthen the spine forward. We're going to slowly come down. And closing the eyes, checking in with that beautiful, slow, calming breath. A tool you can use in any situation. And then we're going to bring baby to the side, if baby is on top of you, and then slowly rolling onto the side, wherever you've put them. And then you're going to push yourself up to a seated position. Neck coming up last. Good. So So we're going to come to stand at the front of the mat for some sun salutations. So if baby is still lying down, then it's good to put them either side of your feet, or they can sit up here. I've got my little basket of entertainment, one of my mum life hacks. And then give baby a bit of love so they know you're having a good time and you're here. And then bring the feet hip distance apart. And then simply lift the toes up, spread them wide, and then place them back down again. So we're grounding strongly through the feet. We're going to bring the palms facing forward, shoulders back. And so much of motherhood is this rounding, feeding, carrying babies. I love doing Tadasana here with the thumbs a little bit further back. And then I want you to close the eyes and become aware of the opening through the pecs, through the front of your chest. And then reaching the crown up high towards the sky, rooting the feet into the earth, knowing whatever chaos unfolds around you, you have these two constants always there, always to return to nature, to help calm you. And bringing hands in front of heart in breath. Take an inhale, stretch the arms wide and up, and keep the lower ribs in here, there's no flaring in the abdominals. As you exhale, forward fold, you could tickle giving baby a kiss. Inhaling, pick the left foot up, bring it to the back of your mat, the left knee is down, left toes on the floor, and then top of the inhale coming up into your low lunge. Exhaling, hands either side of the front foot, coming into plank, knees down, lowering, kissing baby. Hello. Inhaling cobra, peekaboo. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Child's pose is a great option here too, with the knees down if downward dog doesn't feel right for you yet. Taking an inhale, bring the left foot forward, and the left foot doesn't come all the way. Pick up the foot and coax it there so it becomes in between your hands. Inhaling, lift the hands up. Now in the low lunge, I want you to keep the hips a little bit further back than you might have done before you were pregnant. We still have relaxin in our bodies which loosen the ligaments, so we want to ease back about 25% here. So take an inhale, just tune in how this feels, opening the hips, being kind to them. And then as you exhale, forward fold over straight legs. Kisses and rubs for baby. Inhaling, stretching the arms up, reaching for the sky, feet grounding. Exhale, hands in front of heart. Inhaling, arms open and wide. Exhale, let the chest lead, coming down. Lunge, inhale, pick up the right foot. Place the right foot back in a deliberate manner. Inhaling, the arms come up. Top of the inhale, arms rise like a wave. And then exhaling, hands come down. Left foot back to join right. Lowering down for modified chaturanga. Baby could be in the way here. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right foot in between hands. Thank you, thank you. Arms come up. Squeezing the left glute in, strong through the legs. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of heart. Good. So we'll do a little series of balancing exercises here. And if you want to pick up baby during this, if they need to, and it feels okay, that's the real key here. It feels fine to do so, then you can. Raffaella, do you want to come? See if Raffaella will come up. There we go. Whilst eating a snack. I mean, this is real life, right? I thought about filming this video without her, but this is real life, right? What it's like doing a bit of yoga with you. So, shift the weight into the left foot. And first, I want to check that it feels okay to be holding baby if that's what you've done. And if it's not, then please stop the video and pick a time when they're asleep. So, picking the right foot up very slowly, just checking with the hips stay level. Lower belly comes in, so we're supporting the pelvis here. And on an exhale, bring the leg out to the side. So you're finding your version of tree. The foot can be on the floor, below or above the knee. We don't want any pressure through the kneecap, right? And then from here, we're going to lift up through the crown of the head. Be really tall. I think my baby wants to go back down. That's fine. I'm just going to come back into the pose. So just adapting to what works, doing yoga with baby. And so if you've got baby, please make sure they're close towards body. If not, my all-time favourite chest opener is interlacing the fingers behind the back, reaching the hands down. So we're opening the chest, we're counterbalancing all this mum holding. Then from here, I want you to very slowly bring the leg back forward. We're going to bring the foot behind us, bending the front leg. I'll do it from the side so you can see. Transitioning into a warrior one on the ball of back foot, either holding baby, or if you're free in the arms, bring the arms up into a goalpost position. And from here, we're going to take an inhale, straighten through the legs, reaching up to sky, shoulders soft. Exhaling, coming back down, bringing the elbows so they are at the same height as shoulders, and then inhaling, reaching on up. Exhale, lowering. Now soften the eyes and tune back into that breath pattern we learned at the beginning of class. So a long inhale through the nose and a soft exhale through the nose. Knowing you've always got this tool. Like I use this in the queue for the supermarket when I've got like a toddler with a poo up their back and the baby crying and just coming back to this calm breath. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. There's no control of a situation, but you can breathe deeply. And then if you're holding baby, you'll be taking a step to the front of your mat, doing 15 calf raises. If your arms are free, you can bring the hands either side of your front foot and come either into downward dog or child pose. Again, if you're in downward dog or child's pose, just do whatever wriggles, whatever movements feel good. And then come back to stillness. Just being aware of how your body feels. And that slow, constant rhythm of the breath that you can control. And then my friends in child's pose, come up to downward dog. And from downward dog, we're going to take a very mindful walk with the feet so they come to meet towards the hands, coming back into our forward fold. This time I want you to place the hands behind the back of the neck, massage the back of the neck so you're really taking care of yourself and getting used to how that feels. And just gently letting go of that warm embrace. We're going to relax the hands down. With a slight bend in the knees, take an inhale, trace a line up the legs, reaching to sky, lower ribs in. Exhaling, hands in front of heart. I'm going to do that on the other side here. So shifting the weight into the right foot. I'm going to bring the left foot up. And first bring the knee in front of you and either holding your baby or arms out to the side. And then we're going to bring the knee out to find your version of tree. I want you to keep the hips forward here. So some days my knee comes to here and that's fine, right? What we want to avoid is bringing the knee out but the hips are going that way. So hips forward, finding the best place for you for your tree, above or below the knee. And then when you're there, standing proud and tall, either holding baby close or interlacing the fingers behind your lower back. Taking an inhale, spreading your breath through the chest and shoulders, opening them up. And exhaling, slowly bringing the knee back to center. And then from here, releasing the hands, slowly bringing the foot behind you. And we're going to transition into our warrior one on the ball of the back foot. And again, checking out what's happening here with the back foot. So the back heel is up. I love this version because it's such a nice stretch down the back of the calves. Hips coming forward and either holding baby close, or you've got the option to bring the arms out wide. You know, if this is too strong in the shoulders, again, you can always go for the interlace position. And then tuning into the feet spread wide on the mat. That strong grounding through the legs. So we're connecting to the earth, this constant beauty of nature that we can always go and find if we need to relax, to help remember what's calming, what's there when other things are out of our control. And then from here, again, option to place hands either side of front foot, coming into downward dog or child's pose, or bringing the back foot forward. If you're holding on to baby, bringing the feet hip distance apart and coming into your slow calf raises. And if you're in downward dog, come into child's pose. If you have baby, please place them onto your mat. I'm going to come into a seated position here. If you're in downward dog, come join us. Wherever you are, come and join us. So, bless you. So we're going to place baby. Can I borrow you, sweetie pops? In between the legs, lying with her head in between your feet. Go, 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 go. I'm going to do some inhales, tickling baby, reaching forward. And then as we exhale, leaning back, keeping the lower ribs in, shoulders reach back, elbows towards each other. Inhaling, tickling baby, reaching forward, sweeping towards the feet. Exhaling, leaning back. So we're stretching the hamstrings down the back of the legs as we reach forward, and then on the exhale, we're bringing the lower belly in, so doing another little abdominal exercise here. Keep going in your own breath. The inhale is forward. Yay. Time for a bit of a baby fuss. Exhale, back. Then we're going to pause on the inhale here. Just letting your head relax wherever feels comfortable. I like to use my baby's feet as a little forehead prop, and she likes that too, so that works for us. And just play around with what suits you and your baby. Feeling your slow, calm breath being absorbed by the baby. So babies and kids, they really pick up on how we're feeling. When we're stressed, they can pick up on that and they get stressed too. So just know that this special time for yourself is also a gift for baby, because you're looking after you, and that's the best thing you can ever do for them. And then slowly come upright and bring baby with you if they like. And we're going to come lying on our backs for our final warm down pose. So either bringing baby with you, as you did towards the beginning of the class, or keeping baby entertained wherever they are. Just going for the snacks, no surprise. So lying down on your back, bring the right knee into your chest, and then the left knee, giving yourself a hug, easing the thighs back towards you. It should be a little bit of a challenge here. I can really feel it through my quads, but it should never hurt, right? So if this is uncomfortable, then ease off. Listen to what your body's saying. And then we're gonna stretch the left arm to the side, palm facing up. And as you exhale, we're gonna ease the knees over to the right-hand side. So you're coming into a reclined twist. Take a big inhale. Expand where the left chest meets the left shoulder. Exhale, soften the left shoulder to your mat. Feeling that beautiful stretch down the left chest, left hip. And slowly bringing the left knee towards center and then the right knee. Taking an inhale, bringing the right arm out to the side. Exhaling, easing the knees over to the left. So they're sat or stood on top of you. We need expensive toys, right? No, we needed a packet and entertainment from mummy. And then bringing your focus back to your body. Using your long inhale to expand the right side of the ribs. And exhaling, softening that right shoulder, your face, your jaw, forehead. Then bringing the right knee to center, and then the left. And then just doing a little rock from side to side before straightening the legs out for Shavasana, our final relaxation. To help you relax into Shavasana, we're going to place both the palms on the chest, over your heart space, over your lungs. I'm going to do a short breathing exercise together. I do this at night if I can't sleep. And take a long inhale through the nose. Feel the way your chest expands with your breath. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Do that 2 more times. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Finding the best resting place for you. So you could be lying on the back with baby, or sat up, or lying on your side. Whatever means it's going to be a few minutes for you to truly relax and have some time to nourish yourself. I think one of the hardest things for motherhood, I still find this even after 2 kids, is knowing it's okay to relax, knowing it's okay to let yourself go and finding the best place for that. So wherever you are, close your eyes and I'll bring you back in a few minutes' time. And then start to bring your awareness back to your breathing. And if you have time, please stay here a little longer. Pause the video. And then start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, the wrists, the feet. And if it's safe to do so, taking an inhale, stretch the arms above your head, either along the mat or up to the sky if you're sitting. Full body stretch, stretching through the arms, stretching through the legs, and then exhaling with a sigh. And if you're lying on your back, then roll onto one side, bringing baby with you if they're there, maybe curling around them. And then just checking in with how you feel physically, differently, emotionally, the space, lightness you've created. And acknowledging this great work you've done for yourself. And then come and meet us in a seated position, bringing baby with you if they want. And I like to finish with baby on our laps or hugging baby so they can feel your calming, slow breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Consolidating this lovely work you've done for yourself. no greater gift you can give to your baby than taking the time to calm yourself and look after your body. And then bringing our hands together, or hand at heart press center. At end of class we say namaste, which means the divinity within me recognises the divinity within you. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Any questions, please send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I hope to see you at class. Bye-bye. And wave, Rafaela. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You gonna wave? No? Too busy looking at the cows. It's a man, you can wave at the man. Do you want to wave at the man? No, no waving. Aww.